Okay, all right, so here we go. Let's watch a game between Alireza Firouzja and Magnus Carlsen. We have e4, e5, knight 3, knight 6. What's your favorite type of pasta? I like them all. One of my favorites is something that's not very common in the US, which is like spaghetti alla nerano from Italy. One of my favorite dishes. That's one of my favorite ones. Yeah. Yeah, it's like spaghetti with zucchini, and it doesn't necessarily sound like, it doesn't sound all that great, but it's pretty good. I like it. Can Vishy hold on? I think Vishy can definitely hold on to win the rapid event. I don't think he's going to win the event overall because it's combined tournaments. But still, oh, you don't mean pasta, you mean like the noodles? Favorite noodles is, I mean, obviously I can be generic and say like spaghetti or angel hair. I think probably my actual favorite, depending on what the sauce is, probably rigatoni. Probably rigatoni or penne, one of the two. But anyway, all right. I love fried Fabiano pasta, also true. But anyway, okay, we have the Gucci piano here in Magnus's game against Alireza. Rigatoni noodles. Rigatoni is spaghetti. What are you talking about? It's a type of noodle. Anyway, okay. Okay, so we have pretty standard stuff here. Gucci piano, bishop g5, bishop h4, h5. Now Wesley so beat Magnus in a very similar line before. Oh, it's redundant. Okay, whatever. Okay, so probably that knight d2. White generally doesn't want to castle too early because then black can start pushing p on the king side potentially. But Alireza may castle, he might go knight d2. Normally in the Gucci piano, it's a question of whether black plays a5 or a6. Don't ask me what the big difference is between the two moves, but there are differences. Why didn't Gary Chess swap with Ivan like a few years ago? I'll give you guys the honest take, because Gary Kasparov is not as good as Vishy Anand. And Gary doesn't want to lose a bunch of games. I mean, it's like in 10 years, you guys, in 10 years from now, am I really going to want to be playing Blitz online and losing to people that I know I could have beaten like today, for example? No, of course not. I'm just not going to play. Like for a great champion like Gary, probably, I mean, okay, it's obviously one of the two best players of all time. Why do you want to be losing to random 2,700 players that you know you would have absolutely destroyed in your heyday? Like, why would you ever want to do that? I mean, you wouldn't. And he tried, and it didn't work out well either. So yeah, I mean, there's just no good reason to. Gary found rookie 5. Nice. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you're only, I mean, nobody cares about the legacy, but it's just like, why do you want to do that? It's like, I have that happen to me in Bullet frequently. Like I played the Bullet Brawl the other day, and I said there was a game against Bortnick where I drew the game, but I would have won the game like 100, not 100% of the time, but probably like 99.99% of the time. If I had been playing against somebody who was or if it was like 10 years ago. Why does your chess level decline? Just your brain's not as good, it's harder to prepare, all these little things. Yeah. But anyway, all right, so we keep going. We have the Gucci piano. Slow game so far. Let's move along. Is this some kind of Rosalimo? Okay, some kind of a Siciliano, of course. Pretty normal. Okay, nothing crazy, nothing insane here. We of course have a Berlin endgame in the game between Serge and the Duda. Okay, nothing too crazy so far. Gukesh versus Richie, looks like a knight g2 Nimzo Indian. Yeah, pretty normal. Okay, very normal stuff, nothing exciting. Then we have wait, do I have Alireza's game open twice? I do. Let me go back. Okay, there we go. And then of course in the last game we have Fettuccine versus Vishy. This is also very, we have the classic fantasy variation played by Fabiano with f3 here. Very interesting choice. E6 knight 3, bishop b4, bishop d2. Interesting. Then you put Pega Gunnar for the Ray with 5 viewers. So very interesting game here between Vishy as well. Vishy and Fabiano here. Very interesting. But all right, we got a move here. King h1 played by Ali Reza. Big shout out to Pega Gunnar again for the host. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. It's probably Pega Nar, not Gunnar. Probably G is silent, but anyway, who cares? So nothing too crazy so far in any of these games. They're all pretty standard. All pretty standard so far. Why did Vishy play 35 as not takes and e5 the main line? Oh, you're referring to you're saying why did Vishy go bishop b4? Yeah, fe4 d4 fe4 e5 is one of the absolute main lines in this opening. It's very sharp though, and probably Vishy doesn't want to go into that against Fabiano. So that's why that's a very simple answer why I didn't do it. Probably knight f6 here or knight d7, knight f6. One of these two, depends what you want to do. This is called the fantasy variation, the Carl Khan. When white plays f3, it's called the fantasy variation. What am I eating? I'm eating some pastas, some pastas, spaghetti and meatballs. Just something very generic. All right. Back to Magnus' game. What do we get? We got some more moves. G5, bishop G3. Probably Magnus will either castle or play knight h5 or something on the king side, or queen e7. He can castle or he can try to go all in. Thank you so much to Ukarsh for the sub. Once again, for all you guys who are watching, a reminder that here on Kick, first and foremost, you guys don't have any ads when you're watching. You feel like something's missing. That's what's missing, is you don't get hit with all the ads one after another every like 20 minutes. And then secondarily, if you do sub to my channel, I do get 95% of the sub split. So for that reason, on Twitch you get 50-50 subs. So I guess it's going back to 70-30, of course, but nonetheless still quite a bit lower, 25% less. So if you do sub, you are supporting the streamer much more. So okay, we got knight h5 played by Magnus, which was one of the moves that I thought might be played here. Let's see what Ali Reza does. What's 70-30? I think for partners who have more than 300 subscribers, they pushed it back to 70-30, but I could be wrong on that. I think they pushed it back to 70-30. That was my understanding. So yeah, all right, you are correct. Yeah, but you got 95-5. What team is leading? Vishy Anand, the famous 5-time Indian World Chess Champion, is currently leading. Yeah. So all right, just to show you guys the stand, it did oh, by the way, Anish did find rook e5 in his game, so he's going to draw that. Who pushes it 70-30, Kick or Twitch? I think Twitch realized they were going to lose everybody if they didn't push it back. I don't have a rooting interest, no. Fantasy variation works well against low players. Indeed it does. Yeah, Vishy is the 5-time world chess champion as well, I believe. So yeah, waiting for a move, just to show you guys the standings, so people are wondering. Here are the results. We have Vishy Anand with 7 points, Duda with 6, Rapport Caruana with 5, Carlsen Nepo with 4, Gukesh Sarich with 3, Faruja with 2, and Lupulescu with 1. So that's what we have. All right, so back to the games. Let's see, do we have more moves? We do. Fabiano's game also very important for the standings too. Fabiano wants to just castle here and then go like bishop d3 and knight e2. I like the opening from Fabiano very much. Maybe not. Actually, knight d5 might be good here. Interesting. Computer wants knight d5 and what, f5? Interesting. Let's see if Vishy can fly knight d5 and f5. It's very, doesn't feel intuitive, so you have to use your time to come up with it. How can Vishy be leading? He doesn't really time study. Well, I think it's a few things. I think people underestimate him, first off. Secondly, he's a very, very strong player. And third, most importantly, it's rapid chess. So your preparation doesn't have to be as in-depth. So all three of those things are playing a huge role. Yeah. All three of those things play a big, big role. E5, very interesting move here from Vishy. I like it, by the way. Basically what Vishy is doing is saying, I don't want to play chess. I want to make a draw here after takes and takes. Now, white is probably better here because white's temporarily up a pawn, but it is a doubled pawn. Hard to see a big edge for white. Hard to see a big edge. Pineapple story. The story is that when I was streaming on Twitch a couple of years back during the heart of the pandemic, I was wearing my patented black pineapple shirt, and Forsen, the famous Minecraft streamer, was actually playing chess at the time, and there were a couple of TTS messages, and one of them was about the man with the pineapple shirt under the C. So for that reason, it became sort of the symbol of my stream. Yeah, that's the lore as far as the pineapple. Basically, it all started with all the TTS and Forsen's chat, and they're talking about the man with the pineapple shirt living under the sea. So, yeah. Duda is losing to Sarich. Uh-oh. Wait, Duda is losing? Huh? Is he actually losing? No, it's a pawn, but it's not losing. This is an end. This is not losing, you guys. Yeah. White's up a pawn, but it's not losing. So, all right, what else do we have? Let's go back to the game. Okay, we're getting exactly what I thought we would get in this game. Yeah. Okay, we got knight takes e4, queen takes d8, probably bishop takes d8, f takes e4, maybe bishop e6 here. I'm just eating some pasta, you guys. Pasta. So, yeah. Let's move to the Magnus game here. This game is going to be very, very sharp. We'll see. Are the e-pawns going to be kind of weak in the long term? Fabian, yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, black's probably going to win one of them back, but there's going to be some kind of trade. Like, you could get some position like this, for example, where you get some kind of like, you could get some kind of trade like this, for example, where it just sort of peters out into a draw, something like that. Why is he even calling bishop g4 a mistake? Probably because, for two reasons. Number one, it creates a square for the bishop on h2. Secondly, white can again play d4 here, I think. But let's see. Alirez is not having a good event, so unclear. Actually, give me 1 second. I have to make a quick call. I'll be right back. Okay, why am I not playing this tournament? The reason I'm not playing this tournament, you guys, is because I am a streamer first and foremost. Yeah, this one's different than the Global Chess League. Yeah, this one's completely different event. So, all right, anyway, let's keep going. What do we have here? We got bishop b5. Alireza did not play b4, which I think is, or d4, which is what the computer liked. Instead, he played bishop to b5. So, yeah. So, all right. Don't blunder, Magnus. I call my broker. Yes, of course, you guys, because the market's sinking, right? It's the end of the world. It's the end of all times. It's the end of all times. Yeah. Okay. Taking on g3 and g4 is possible. I'm sure it's possibly a move, but I don't know. Yeah. You're already in the Bullet Championship main event. I'm gonna be playing the qualifier though. They said I can play the qualifier, so I will be. All right, what else do we have? Vishy's game, let's take a look at this one. All right, I called Alirez to remember Magnus is the world champion. Vishy's game looks exactly like what I expected. Yeah, I mean Vishy is not better here per se. I actually I think this is very drawish. Nepo's losing. Wait, what? Nepo's game, what do we had somewhere around here, right? We had it around here. F4 knight c6 f5. Yeah, Nepo is wait, Nepo's losing? The game's still going. What are you talking about? Oh, apparently bishop g4 is better, but okay, whatever. He didn't play it, so yeah. Yeah, we got d5. I mean, nothing too crazy. It just looks like a normal position. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are smoking. He's losing. He's, yeah, people looking at the bar and losing their minds. Yeah, anyway, all right. So okay, where were we? Moving back along, we have the game between Ferrugia and Magnus. Reports higher than Nepo. Yeah, I mean, I think Magnus is in some trouble in this game, by the way. After bishop a7, there's knight e3 maybe. d4 again, big idea. If they're looking at the bar, they would see it's even. No, but 2 moves ago it was winning for it was like 0.9 for Richard according to the weak engine. So that's why people probably saw the eval bar and like Nepo's losing, it's game over, etc, etc. Yeah. So yeah. The bar doesn't play chess, the players do. Exactly. Well, that's one of the most difficult things, is that when you're playing when you're playing chess as a player, you don't have access to the engine. You don't know what the exact evaluation is. So a lot of people see the evaluation like it's just winning. I mean, I could delete the bar, but I think the bar is good. It's a way to help people have some idea of what is happening. So, all right. Let's see what we get. Gukash is winning. Are you kidding me? Seriously? This is really bad. There's a GG, why not? I mean, Lubulescu just blundered literally as basic of a tactic as you humanly could. No, I mean, there's just a pin. You can't take the bishop because you lose the queen, and when you go bishop d3, I just trade the queens, I take the rook. I mean, yeah, Lubulescu's just out of it now. Yeah, he just hung an exchange in the opening. Rook c8 is fine. You could take first, doesn't really matter, but you're gonna lose this rook on f1 next move. Yeah, I guess there is one advantage though, because if you were to take first, potentially white can go bishop d3, and if rook c3, there is king to e2 here guarding the bishop. So by playing rook c8 first, you take away bishop d3, bishop has to go to a worse square, and now you don't get the bishop on d3 and the king on e2, where the bishop would be on a better diagonal. Who is they and how would they make you do anything? Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, I think Lubulescu's just checked out of the whole thing. So, all right. See what we get here from Gukesh. FIDE, what about FIDE? Oh, which GM blunders the most? Are you saying FIDE blunders the most? I don't know what the troll is, but why did report change his flag? Because Superbet gave him a bag to change federation from Hungary to Romania. That's why. Yeah. So yeah, it's all good. That's a nice gift from Lubulescu to Gukesh, who's struggling. So yeah. All right, moving back along. Okay, Dudog's game looks normal. Nepo's game looks pretty balanced. Okay, we have Vishy and of course Vishy and Fabiano. It looks pretty drawish here. I mean, I know computer gives white a small advantage, but I think it's going to be a draw. I don't really see much play for Fabiano. It's a very clogged position. Maybe you can go like rook d2 and rook hd1, but I'm not feeling it. I feel like there's probably some way for black to simplify it as well. Also, rook d2, maybe you go knight f4 first and then rook d8, because now the rook is cut. You can't put the rook on d1 to guard the bishop. This also looks quite good. So let's see. Can Fabi somehow utilize his extra pawn? Not easily. Not unless he can just leave the pawns here. I mean, down the road, like let's say we get this position, for example. I'll just set this up. Maybe white can start pushing all these pawns, because the extra pawn at e5 always supports the bishop. So if you can start pushing the pawns on the queen side, then you have chances. But it's very hard to see it happening. Just hard to see. Okay, by the way, in Ali Rez's game, Magnus has gone all in with h5 here. So either Magnus is going to win or he's going to lose very, very poorly, or badly, I should say. He's all in here. This is all in. Yeah, this is all in here. Magnus is going all in. He's just going all in h4 g4, and he's either gonna bring it home, or he's just gonna lose this game. If Magnus loses this game, you start to wonder, you do start to feel like maybe he's not playing his best chess. But we'll see. Isn't d4 a good move here? D4 is a move, yeah, but you have to calculate d4 g4. I mean, to calculate this whole line, it's not as easy in Blitz and Rapid as it is in classical chess. That's the main thing. That's what Magnus is banking on, that it's not easy to calculate all the lines here. Nepo is winning now. Okay, let's see. Nepo is winning. Where's the Nepo game? Nepo is oh my god, what did Rapport do? Oh my god, Rapport just blundered knight a4, and oh man, actually, yeah, he is gonna lose. Wow. Brutal. Yeah, I mean, everyone's up and down here. Like, I mean, even Nepo, even Richard, I feel like at times has been very good, and now Richard just blunders a very basic tactic too. Like, everyone's just been very choppy, very choppy, very up and down, very unbalanced. Okay, so moving back along, Bullet Chess Championship qualifier. I don't know if it's open to everybody or just certain players. Okay, so let's see what we get. Is OTB harder than playing online? What's the trade-off for professional chess players like that? I mean, playing online is much easier because you don't have to travel, but it's also a lot easier to be far more casual about it because you don't have to travel, you don't have to do these things. I mean, I would have said that Lubulescu is not winning. If Lubulescu is winning, I would be shocked. Yeah, Lubulescu is winning, then I'd be impressed considering his position. No, I would say that the trade-off is when you play professional over the board, it feels more serious, but it feels also like a lot more work. When it's online, it feels like you can just show up and play. So it's kind of an imbalance. I don't like g3 here from Fabiano. In fact, I mean, maybe he thinks he can go h4 h5, but after rook d8, where's the I don't see any advantage for white here at all. I mean, I think this is just a dead draw. Takes rook e8, take the pawn. Yeah, I think this is going to be a draw pretty soon. G3 is just a very strange move to me. I don't understand G3. I mean, I get it stops knight f4, but I don't understand it. Okay, back to Magnus' game. Ali Reza did not do that. He took and played knight d2, so he got afraid of the attack. On the other hand, Magnus doesn't have as much of an attack anymore. because g4 and h4 are not without this dark square bishop anymore on the board. It's very difficult to play. Why aren't we watching Magnus? We are, but Vishy and Fabiano are both doing very well. Vishy's leading the tournament. Fabiano crushed Magnus last round, so that's why we're watching it. Down, 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 down. Back again. Probably Magnus will go h4, f5, or knight e7. One of these three moves is what I expect here. f5 probably a little bit too aggressive, but probably h4, knight e7 are most likely. g4, h4 doesn't really do a whole lot, because then you close the king side, and now white's just going to open up the center. Because Magnus has a compromised pawn structure here. These pawns are all very, very weak, and the knight can hit all the pawns from c4. So wait, you're playing in the bullet qualifier? I am going to be playing in it. Let me click on tournaments. Starts in 45 minutes. So, all right. One rip. It's a 1 hour arena, so we'll be playing it. These are part of a tournament. This is the Grand Chess Tour event. They played 5 rounds or 4 rounds so far. White can always chop the knight on f4, but like, let me just make a random move. If you chop the knight, you do potentially open up the g file. Now mind you, even here this is great for white after d4, but it looks a little bit scary with these attacks on the king side, kind of, so it's not so obvious. Also, in other news, what is this? We also have this tweet. What is this tweet? One second. Oh, this is a pretty nice tweet, isn't this? This tweet from what is this? This is Charles Leclerc, the F1 driver. He's playing chess here. By the way, I'm impressed. The king and the queen are set up correctly in this position. Those of you guys who see this, king and queen are set up correctly here. Nice. Nice. No, the king's on e8, the queen's on a5, pawns on f5 and e4. This actually looks kind of like a quasi real opening. Yeah, it is a nice way to fly, huh? Nice little private jet. Like it's a good life. It's a good life. He is probably losing here though, because there's a queen on b3 and a bishop on c4, but still. He's playing his brother. Okay. Yeah. That's Arthur. It seems like, yeah, it looks like some kind of Scandinavian or some kind of like English, because there's some Englishes where you get e5, f5, e4, something like that is what it looks like. But he's down a piece, right? Or no, it's even material. He's losing, but it's even material if I'm looking correctly, because I see, wait, is that a black pawn on h3? Wait, isn't that a black pawn on h3? Why is there a black pawn on h3? If the pawn was on h7, it looks normal. The pawn on h3 looks really weird, but the position looks balanced. Both sides have 3 pieces, 2 bishops and a knight for Charles, and his opponent, his brother, has 2 bishops and a knight. Yeah, he's losing, but it's not bad. I'm not a fan of the smaller wooden sets. Well, I mean, they're on an airplane. What do you expect? But anyway, not bad. Keitel's opening, not 100% sure what it is. But it looks like a real position. The king and queen are set up correctly. Like, it's good stuff. So anyway, back to the game. For someone making millions of dollars, you would think they could afford a full size set for the private jet. That's a good one. All right, back to the chess. Yeah, it's like you think someone making millions at private jet, they could afford like nice full size. Yeah, but a full size board and everything, like, that's a little bit much. It's a little bit clumsy to have that. It's not practical. The jet definitely isn't his. No, I'm sure it's Ferrari. Ferrari probably just pays to send him everywhere. Oh yeah, but they could have had they could have had it built into the table, right? That's a little bit excessive though. That's a little bit excessive. So yeah. I'm just eating some spaghetti and meatballs. Okay, Magnus went king f8. This looks really ugly for a wide variety of reasons. Isn't knight f3 just winning the game? Wait, am I missing something? Isn't knight f3 just winning the game, or am I crazy? I mean, you're just gonna lose a pawn here. Oh, look at the moves. Yeah, plus 1.96. Yeah, this is just losing. I mean, if Alireza doesn't find this, it's not a good sign, because it shows that there's definitely something mental going on when he plays Magnus. I mean, Magnus could lose 2 in a row. I wouldn't be shocked. Cactus is burned out. Yeah, knight f3. I mean, this is not rocket science. Just takes. Knight g6, bishop g3, GG, h4, bishop h2. If you eat meatballs for breakfast, does that mean you have breakfast for dinner? I mean, I'm kind of on a weird schedule, so yeah. I mean, like, I probably won't eat dinner, so yeah. So that is my dinner. Yeah, just that simple. Fabiano always upsets Magnus. Magnus hates the super. I mean, it's still very good after knight f3 here, but is this actually winning? I mean maybe it's still good. Rook d6 and rook d7. It's still good. Is it cleanly winning or not, though? I'm not sure. That's what I'm not sure about. But you've got to go knight f3. If you don't go knight f3 here, then what are you even doing? But it's going to be an endgame, which gives Magnus some chances, I think, to survive. Yeah, knight f3 has to be the move, though. If Alireza doesn't... Oh, he did play it. He played knight f3. Okay. Yeah. Why is Wei Yi not getting invitations? He literally destroyed everyone in the Pro Chess League and the Global Chess League. Because Wei Yi's classical rating is too low, and there are only a handful of events out there. That's why. It's just that simple, you guys. You know, that being said, I'm not happy with Magnus's position also, though, because for Magnus, it's just a rough position to play. It's just rough to play. Will I play Blitz later? Probably I will. Yeah. Will I cover the chess championship qualifiers? I'm playing them. It's the bullet qualifiers I'm going to be playing, so yeah, we're playing that in 30 minutes. Yeah, so this is very, very bad for Magnus. We'll see what he does here. I think there's a good chance Magnus is going to lose again. Market bloodbath. Yeah, like many people have mentioned the market today. I don't know why everyone's talking about the market. We're only down 1.5%, right? I mean, yeah, we're only down 1.5%. What's the big deal? Yeah, what's the big deal? All right, so what do we have? We have some moves. We got queen c7 takes rook d8. Okay, so Magnus going to try to go knight g6 here and survive. Yeah. Magnus wants to go knight g6, hold the juicers with the 2 knights and try to survive again. Computer is not a fan of his position at all. But it's still, I still think there are chances for Magnus to survive here. I'd say it's unlikely, but some chances. Like, computer wants queen b3, knight g6, and then probably like rook d1, king g7. Yeah, knight f3, and you just play the position up a pawn. And It is very good for white. Will Alireza be able to play it? Unclear. Scared the Fed's gonna raise rates again. I don't know why everyone's acting so shocked by that. Of course the Fed's gonna raise rates again. Like, I mean, in what world do people think we live in? Of course rates are going up. They're not done. Let's see if Alireza finds queen b3 here. Jobs report is bad. Okay. So probably queen b3. I heard on the Lex podcast you like climbing mountains. Do you go trekking on your days off usually? Well, I currently live in Florida. There are no such thing as mountains here. But when I'm in Colorado or LA, definitely, yeah. Don't say that, Hikaru. I'm looking to buy a new house and the rates are already 4% higher than when I bought 3 years ago. I mean, I get that, but I mean the rates should be going up. Yeah. Okay, queen c2 is interesting. I mean, queen b3 made more sense, but I guess not Magnus, sorry, Alireza doesn't want to allow something weird happening on the d file. I was born in Japan, but my mom is a naturalized American citizen, so of course I fully intend to run for president of the United States at some point down the road. So we get rook d1 here, king g7, probably knight f3. Yeah. I mean, you could just take and play g3, which is what the computer likes now, but many different ways to play it. Knight f3, logical. Hikaru's campaign slogan, GG, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's like it's like I said before, it's like when I went to school, I actually ran for like the student senate when I went to college, and you know, like any good politician, the way that I won was like I went out and got a bunch of candy and other stuff for like the common room, which is like what any proper politician would do. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. All right. It's like get some candy, you know, like things like this. Yeah, it's anyway. 96 played by Magnus. I don't like his position at all here, by the way. It's terrible. Rook d5 maybe. Any chance I can get a Japanese passport? Japan makes you choose. Japan does not let you hold multiple passports, so you have to choose. So of course, obviously I kept my American passport. Japan doesn't let you have multiples. I think even people like Naomi Osaka, the tennis player, had problems with this too. You're not allowed to. Yeah, you're not allowed to have Japan doesn't let you have multiple passports. It's just that simple. Maybe rook d5, maybe queen b3, maybe queen c1. It's all on Alireza here to find a good move. It's just all on Alireza. Do I know any spots in Miami to play casual over the board? Not really. I mean, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, but Miami, there probably are some areas like in the Cuban areas, like maybe in Little Havana there's something around there, but I'm not honestly 100% sure. Okay, waiting for a move from Alireza here. Knight h4, maybe a move. I'm stuck here with no one to play. I play only online. Yeah, I don't know where the hotspots are. Bring a board down to Lincoln. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably it would probably be possible. That's true. Show us your mouse. Sure, this is my mouse, you guys. There you go. That's the mouse. Yeah, Alireza very slow here. He's using a lot of time. Let's move along. Oh, Vishy's game, by the way, Vishy is still down a pawn, but this is going to be a draw very soon. It's going to be like takes, king e3 and b4, and Fabiano's still up a pawn here, but it's a double pawn. Yeah, this is gonna be a draw very soon. Oh, it already was drawn. Sorry, they already played 10 more moves. Okay, so Vishy's game was a draw. Nepo beat Richard. Dudah's game still going. Probably a draw due to the opposite color bishops. Probably a draw. That's my guess, but I could be wrong. Probably a draw. Show us your credit card exactly. Did Gukesh win? Gukesh's game still going, but Gukesh completely winning. He's just up. He's up 2 pawns here. 2 pawns, and he has a kebab on the 7th. Is GG. Why not? Yeah. So yeah, everything is like, yeah, very dry. Okay, Alireza did play knight h4, which is what I thought he was going to do. So he trade, get f6 here. Do you throw around your clubs? I don't go to clubs, you guys. Clubs are so like early 2000s. Like, yeah, I mean, who goes to, once you're past a certain age, going to clubs is just not the thing to do. I mean, Magnus I guess still does, but it's not my thing, at least. So yeah, it's not my thing at all. I don't speak German, no. I don't really want to play only up anymore. I don't want to do it. I mean, it's just I mean, I know I can do it, but I don't want to do it. Can I really speak Italian? Yes, of course I can, Young On. You want to hear me? I mean, it's not as good as it once was, because I never speak Italian day to day anymore like I once did. But yeah, I still speak it. Integrity run, I didn't do the integrity run. French I couldn't speak anyway. You know why I couldn't do French? Because I don't understand enough of the technical terms related to chess. That's the problem. Like, I don't know enough things. Why would anyone learn a random language like Italian? It's like because you learn languages because of girls, obviously. That's why. Simple answer, you guys. So yeah, that's the bottom line. Fabiano's Italian is not as good as my Italian at any rate, but yeah. So all right, yeah, lo so, tutte le cose dell'amore, però in questa posizione ci sono tantissime mosse, forse donna F2, donna B3, c'è il cavallo. I'm sorry, I just got a phone call. I gotta mute. I gotta go take a phone call. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Actually, yeah. Whoa. We're back. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. What happened? Sorry, you guys. Sorry. I'm back. Yeah. I need a big miracle so Hikaru can come back. I am back, you guys. Sorry about that. Apologies. Okay, what happened while we were away? Let's take a look. More moves. Is he still winning or not? Yeah. Sorry, you guys. We're back. Yeah. Can I actually, you know, I think if you stream phone calls, it's actually, I think, illegal. I don't know, it depends on the state, but some of those things are actually illegal. If you don't have permission, you can't do that. Like, literally, isn't that a crime in some states? Like, you can't do that. If both parties don't consent, that's actually like, I think that's a federal crime, isn't it? Like, no troll, you guys. That's actually a federal crime. Maybe not federal. No, it's probably a state crime. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, I think you guys get it. Did Alireza mess this up though? It still looks very, very good for him, right? It still looks really good. Okay, I mean, he's still probably winning, right? I mean, it still looks very, very good. Flora is Flora, even with muted microphone, of course, would be fine. But so what? I mean, if you don't hear either side, then yeah. But yeah, I'm a journalist, and you need public recorded consent, so they need to say out loud to the stream. Yes, you can record. Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. I mean, I thought like it's very there is counterplay. I mean, computer wants what? Queen b2, bishop h4, a3, queen e6, knight g5 to hold on, something like this. But I mean, it's very hard to believe that this is hanging on. Very hard to believe. Very hard to believe. Very hard to believe. Okay, so let's see. Waiting for a move here. Let's see what we get from Mags. Will we get like queen b2? Will we get queen c6? Will we get a3? Hard to judge. Nothing is a crime in Florida. Depends. Alireza is winning with perfect play here. With perfect play, he's winning. Knight h8 is the top engine move. Oh, to go knight g6. Very dank. Tough move to find, by the way. Very tough move to find. I don't want to play only up today, but we'll see. Yeah. But anyway. Let's keep going. All right. Magnus still thinking moving around the horn. Okay, Vishy's game was a draw. Nepo won. Saraj is probably holding a draw, but I don't know. I mean, Rook b1, Rook e1 probably is still a draw. Probably Saraj will draw this game. Is Bach here? I saw something about Benjamin. Did Benjamin write something? I got KO'd yesterday. Yes, and did Anish survive, by the way? Anish was in real danger against Max Vornerdam. Max Vornerdam was actually winning apparently if he had played queen g3, but he didn't do it. Anish survives by the skin of his teeth. So he draws that game. Let's move on. Gukesh won his game. So yeah, basically Magnus' game is the only one that we're watching. We got knight h8, 4 excellent move played here by Alireza. I am playing the Bullet Championship qualifier. Yes. This is the Grand Chess Tour being played right now. I assume we'll get Bishop G3 here. But the thing is, Magnus is still kind of hanging on. I mean, he's hanging on by a very thin thread. Like, he is hanging on here. I think Magnus might actually survive this, just so you guys know. I think there's a decent chance Magnus survives this game. Which of course will be very bad for Alireza's mental psyche when he plays against Magnus in the future as well. So let's see. Wait, what? Wait, why did Magnus go knight g6 or knight f7? No, I think he's gonna lose now. I'm eating some pasta, you guys. So some spaghetti and meatballs is what I was eating. That's what I was eating. I had some leftover pasta that I didn't eat last night. If Magnus survives, I will eat a banana. Okay, I don't have any bananas. I'd eat bananas too to be like you. Again, though, it's very hard to win this position because, like, if you're, I mean, computer wants queen h5, which is a very hard move to play. Like, this is very hard to calculate correctly because, again, e5 is winning, but still takes a3. Where's the win? Let's see. I mean, because the problem for Alireza is if Magnus survives this, Alireza is going to be unhappy. Like, mentally, if you can't win this position where it's +2 the whole game, it's like, wait, but something's wrong. I can't beat this guy even when I get the winning positions. So this is very, very important for Alireza that he tries to find a way to win this game. But I'm really not sure that he will. But let's see. Yeah, it's not a free pawn because a2 is hanging. Goes bishop e3. Yeah. Yeah, Alireza is gonna mess this up and not win. I told you he's not gonna win. Because it's so you don't want to lose the game. That's the problem. Like, it's so risky. You don't want to lose the game by hanging a2. Yeah, I could have told you. It's just unbelievable. I mean, what I would say for Alireza though is that he was too passive. Like, I thought all the way back here, like trying to trade off the knights was just so. It wasn't the right. It wasn't the right idea. Magnus isn't gonna blunder. This is gonna be a draw. He's just gonna play like knight f7 back or h4, which also might be good enough too. Actually, h4 is probably a very good move. Or no, apparently it's still winning somehow, but he's gonna go knight f7 and then Alireza is gonna have to find something. Wait. Takes king g3 is what the computer wants. Is apparently winning. I mean, Alireza's gotta just take and go king g3. Yeah, king g3, of course, obviously. I mean, you can make the draw anytime, but king g3 has to be played. Come on, Alireza. Goes queen e6. So he's trying to do is, instead of going king, he didn't go king g3, but now there's h4. No, but now there's just h4. No, now there's h4. No, that's why you had to go king g3 first to get the king out. He tries to go here to stop the king from coming forward first, but now h4 is an easy draw. Yeah, easy draw. Yeah, no, h4 is very easy, and Magnus will find it, of course. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I mean, very, very poor. But this is the thing, this is also why it's so hard psychologically, because if you look at this game, Magnus' blunder was completely lost out of the opening, and he's going to draw this game. So then, like, from Alireza's perspective, you're like, WTF, like, what the heck? I mean, I can't even win this position when I'm +2. I mean, it's just, you start to feel like, what's going on? I mean, I am not shocked. I've seen Magnus swindle a lot of times before, but it's more than for Alireza I feel really bad, because now he's psychologically going to be on tilt whenever he plays Magnus, because this is as good of a position as you'll ever get, and he doesn't even win this. No, king f8, I mean, king f8 is not a hard move to play, because if you go to the h5, it's 3 checks. If you go here, it's check. If you go here, there's probably some check takes. Wait, you guys had king f. Why is this winning? Oh shoot, oh my god, this is winning because there's queen a6 check. Oh, you can't go to d2 or f2 because there's queen a6. Oh, I try not to use oh my god, because there's a check on a6. Oh my god, there's a check on a6. It's still game on. It's still not. No, but this is going to be winning because he's going to start pushing the pawn, right? I mean, it's still very tricky, of course. Also, king g5. Yeah, computer wants some dank h4, which is not easy to find either. But I think there's gonna be something where you push the c pawn as well. Yeah, I think Magnus is gonna lose now, actually. I think he's probably gonna lose here, but it can go either way. The next like move and next 2 moves decide the game. It's either Alireza blunders and draws, or he wins. Next 2 moves, that's all it takes. Yeah. A lot of blunders say on your predictions. Fabiano and Vishy drew years ago. Yeah. Oh, we got king g5 c6. Bum 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 bum. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's losing, but it's still, we still have ways to go, because there's check, king g6 check, king h7, like queen 8. I mean, it's still, I mean, it is winning, but it's not, I mean, we're not computers, so there still could be blunders. But I would say the problem for Magnus here is that he's gonna have to dodge 30 checks. Wait, what just happened? c7, GG. Oh, GG. Why not? Yeah, GG, because now the queen covers f4 and it covers, it's GG. Classic right triangle, 90 degrees. Yeah. Yeah. It's GG. GG, why not? Wait a second, that isn't 90 degrees. That's 90 degree right triangle. Yeah, c7 is GG, why not? Where are the moves? Moves are slow coming in. Yeah, I mean, this is 90 degrees. What are you guys talking about? This is 90 degree right triangle. Magnus resigned. Oh, he resigned. Okay, so it's not refreshing. Let's refresh. Magnus resigned apparently. So Magnus loses again. Hikaru doesn't play this tournament because I'm a streamer first. I pick and choose the tournaments I want to play, much like the current leader of the Grand Chess Tour, by the way, Vishy Anand. Exact same thing. I'm playing like Vishy. We play our tournaments, we pick our couple of tournaments, we pack our bags, play one tournament a year, we play, we go home, and that's it.